What's up, guys? This is Martin here, and today I want to talk to you about a very important topic that I've struggled with personally for a long time. I'm sure a lot of you do as well. So let's get to the point. You have no friends, or you have little to no friends, and you think that there's something wrong with you, that you're weird, that you're, out of proportions, that you're, that you don't fit in. You've always struggled with this for some weird reason. And I'm going to tell you something. That's a sign from God that you're destined for something greater than life. That's a sign from God that you deserve much better and bigger things than normal friends. And I'm talking specifically to you guys who are already on the path of success, whatever it is, it doesn't matter if you want to start your own business, you maybe have your own business already and you're trying to grow it, or maybe you're trying to lose weight, maybe you want to build muscle, maybe you're trying to level up in your career, maybe you're trying to go for that job position, maybe you want to be the CEO of a company, maybe you want to save children in Africa. Maybe you want to be more in divine with God. Doesn't matter what it is. If you're doing something that's outside the norm, realize that you're gonna get a lot of noise from average people or people who are living at mediocre levels. And it's a simple truth of life, because we as humans have this sheep type of mentality where since we've been children, since we've been growing up, all since the kindergarten days, basically, we've always been taught to fit in, to be like everybody else, to accept everyone, to like everyone, to be friends with everyone, to accept everybody, and so on. And I'm telling you guys, if you just want to be an average Joe, you want to live a regular life, then this channel is not for you. I'm sorry, because this message is not gonna appeal to most people. But you man, you girl who's watching this, who wants to do bigger things in life, or you want to have, let's say you might want to achieve financial status, you want to get out of poverty, you want to change your bloodline, you have a noble goal, you want to write a book. Doesn't matter what it is, you got to realize that if you want to go above average results in life, or you want to achieve something that's not normalized or not normal per se, you're going to be criticized. And you're not gonna have that many friends. And this includes, and you're gonna lose a lot of friends as well on your path to success, or on your journey towards something bigger in life. Your coworkers, your friends from childhood, your family members, your colleagues from school, your school buddies, they're not really your friends. And it's a hard truth to accept at times, because you would think, man, like we spend time with each other all the time. We go to the same parties, we do the same type of activities. We watch sports. We go, it's like we live in fraternities. But I'm sorry to tell you this. But these people are not your friends. I think Hamza said something similar. He said that people that you surround yourself with, your social circle, for most people, like, the people that you go watch the movies with, the people that you go to school with, your coworkers, the people that you watch sports with, to the Barstool Sports, these people are not your friends. All of you are obsessed with the same drug. And yes, this is a really, really deep and hard truth to swallow. But when you're on the self-improvement journey, you want to become better, you'll realize this at some point, that this is actually the truth. And obviously, I'm not talking to you guys who are already on this journey, who have already met new friends, you know, at the gym, at entrepreneurial events, on your entrepreneurship journey, on your self-help path, because that's a different caliber of a person that you're going to meet, or that's a different type of person compared to the person that you go to school with, that you work with, your coworker. Those are totally different people. And yes, it hurts a lot because you want to make sure that everybody else on your team levels up, like your colleagues, your coworkers, your friends from high school, or people that you keep in touch with on a regular basis. You want them to level up. You want for the people around you to level up. And I'm just here to tell you that this is not the truth. And I'm gonna reveal something to you guys, and this is coming from my personal beliefs. I believe that every single human on earth is destined for something. And each individual person has his own destiny. Some people are meant to be entrepreneurs, some people are meant to be artists, some people are meant to just have normal 9-to-5 jobs, nothing wrong with that. People are meant to be presidents of the country or of countries. Some people are meant to be athletes, and so on and so forth. I can realize this. Like the parties, the clubs, smoking on the pot, all those things, they're always going to exist. In 10 years, 20 years, there's always going to be girls. There's always going to be parties. There's always going to be drinking parties. There's always going to be, you'll always be able to smoke weed and so on. That stuff will never disappear. Vices will always exist. But realize this. You're destined for something much bigger in life if you can relate to what I just talked about. And I had the same thing. I experienced the same thing myself when I was growing up. I could just never fit in with people. And I always thought that there was something wrong with me. I always thought that there was something wrong with me growing up. When I was a kid, when I was a child, teenager, I could never really make connections with ordinary people. I always wanted something more out of life. I always had these huge dreams, these big ambitions, these things that are, so-called outside the norm. Yeah, that was me. And people could never really relate to that. It's like the same thing with, when I was younger and when I wanted to buy, let's say, a supercar, because I'm always into cars. I love nice cars. I remember when I was driving with my mom, and she used to have this old Volkswagen Transporter, which was the car was worth like $2,000 or something. And I remember once we were driving on the highway, and there was a Bentley Bentayga that passed us on the opposite side. And I was like, Mom, do you really think that this guy has a normal job? Do you think he works at the grocery store? Do you think he works at Rema 1000? This guy knows something that you and I don't know. He has access to knowledge or to resources that we don't have. And my mom was like, yeah, but that pissed me off so much. Now, I remember this situation so vividly till this day, because it's like the Matrix in a way. There are people out there who have access to different things. There are people out there who have access to different things, resources, people, and sources that we regular human beings don't have. And so I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just different. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, maybe I'm just wired differently from all the rest. But guys, there's nothing wrong with you for wanting to be better than everyone else. This video is somewhat tied to the victim mentality. I mean, this is somewhat of a continuation in a way, because these two topics cross paths in so many different ways. But realize this, there's nothing wrong with you for wanting to do better and greater things than your parents, your friends, your co-workers, your bloodline. There's nothing wrong with you. Realize that. There's nothing wrong with you. If you come from a third world country and you want to be rich, you want to be wealthy, you want to drive nice cars, you want to have nice watches, you want to be able to go on vacation whenever you want, you want to do whatever you want, there's nothing wrong with you. And people will try to demonize you. People will try to tell you that you're selfish, that you should, be realistic and just live like everyone else. And just to sort of just glide past life. There's nothing wrong with you. Or if you want to lose weight, you want to build muscle, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. That was a subtle flex. But realize this, you can and should achieve bigger things. That's the most unselfish thing you can do. Believe me. Like the guys that don't actually achieve success, who don't build great bodies, who are not proof of what they're demonizing you for, these are the most selfish people you can meet. And from my experience, I know this is the truth. The most unselfish and the most caring thing you can do is to improve your life. In all aspects of life, dating, relationships, financial life, your body, spirituality, your confidence, your knowledge, everything across the board. That's the most unselfish thing you can do. These people who are telling you to, to just fit in and live like everyone else, these are the most selfish, egoistical motherfuckers, basically. Sorry, I don't want to swear on my channel. But you get the point, guys. So just realize this, there's nothing wrong with you. People will try to villainize you. People will try to tell you to be this and that. And this is hard, especially when the criticism and the opposition comes from your closest family members or your best friends or your spouse, your wife, your life partner. It's hard. But realize that when you level up, automatically all the people around you will level up as well. Because we as humans, we're going back to we're sheep animals. We think like each other. We act like other sheeps. We're pack animals. But again, it's like the crabs in the bucket mentality. You have that one crab who wants to get out of the barrel. He's at the top. But the other crabs are pulling him down so that he doesn't escape. That somewhat resembles the situation that most of you are in when you're at the bottom of the success ladder. You want to escape, and that's when you receive the most opposition and the most resistance. But as you level up, as you go up the success ladder, life becomes somewhat easier. The people you meet will be so much better for your self-help, for your journey, for your mentality, and for your confidence. It's like, guys, I don't know how to explain this to you, but just keep going. Don't listen to the people who are telling you all this bullshit, that this success and all of this prosperity is reserved for other people. That's not true at all. Keep this in mind. So anyway, that's it. I know I was ranting back and forth, but this is a very important video. So that sums it up. I hope you guys found value in this video. And like I told you, just don't listen to these motherfuckers who are telling you to be realistic, to be average, to just live like everybody else and just sort of live your life like on a pinball machine. Don't be that guy or that girl, because you will regret it later in life. So just keep going, And remember that determination and persistence beats out everything. So, good luck to you guys. And remember, there's only two pains in life: the pain of regret and the pain of discipline. And I'll let you decide which one you want to choose.